Hi, Assalamualaikum. Here our group represent about Islamic finance system in Egypt. First of all, I'll present the introduction about Egypt and the goal how the Islamic banking system is used in Egypt. Egypt is a transcontinental country in the Middle East, located in northeastern Africa and on the Sinai Peninsula in Western Asia, from the Mediterranean Sea in the north to the Gulf of Suez and the Red Sea in the east. The country's coastline stretches. Libya borders it on the west, the Palestinian territories and Israel on the north of east, and Sudan on the south. The Mediterranean Sea separates Egypt from the Cyprus, Greece, Jordan, Saudi Arabia and Turkey. In 1922, Egypt declared independence. Next, the goal of the study is to learn more about how the Islamic banking system is used in Egypt. The study was conducted in order to get a better understanding of the Islamic financial system and its application in Egypt, with the goal of replicating in other countries. Then, I will present the history of the Islamic finance system in Egypt. For the first point, in 1963, Egypt became the first country to establish an Islamic bank. Interest rates in Islamic banking are kept in order to avoid the element of usury, riba. Egypt's financial system is founded on the sharing of gains and losses. Secondly, in the mid-1970s, the Islamic Development Bank was established as an international charity agency to advance cash without interest. In the realm of commercial banking, Dubai Islamic Bank was founded in 1975, rapidly followed by the Faisal Islamic Banks of Egypt and Sudan, as well as Kuwait Finance House in 1978. Lastly, in 1996, Ahmad Al-Najjar launched a groundbreaking effort in the Egyptian town of Midgam, which took the shape of a profit-sharing saving banks. The Midgam project accepted the following sorts of accounts: saving accounts, investment account, and zakah accounts. Depositors in saving accounts did not receive interest, but they were allowed to request withdrawals. They could also get restricted interest-free loans for productive users for a limited time.
Then, for the assets, there are four industries of Islamic finance, which is banking, suku or Islamic bonds, equity and assets, and takaful. The corporate sukuk market declined by 25.7% in 2015 due to a combination of unfavorable socio-economic and political climate. The world's third largest Islamic bank by total assets, 19% increases in assets in 2017 to 207 billion Emirati dirham, which is equal to $56.4 billion. Next is the governance. There are four types of governance in Egypt. First is Federal Supreme Council. The Federal Supreme Council is comprised of the 7 Emirates rulers. Second is the Federal Nation Council. The Federal Nation Council, FNC, is a consultative body that has existed since 1972. Next is local government. One of the governments that involved is the UAE. Is local government remain as essential part of the UAE government. Last is the judicial. The UAE's legal system is built on a dual system that comprise Sharia Islamic law courts and civil courts.
Next, I will present about institution. Institutions play a significant part in the country's Islamic financial system. According to the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates, there are 4 institutions which are money changers, financial investment companies, finance companies, and financial institutions and monetary intermediaries. Money changer is a growing industry in the United Arab Emirates. Many experts regularly send money to their families and relatives in their home countries. Financial investment companies. An investment bank is a bank that does not accept short-term deposit but can borrow from its headquarters, financial market, international bank, or local bank. Finance companies. Getting access to project capital or issuing stocks, bonds, or certificates of deposit are just 2 of the key financing activities that finance companies engage in. financial and monetary intermediaries. The sale and acquisition of local and foreign bond and stock, commodities and currencies are all regulated by the central bank. Banking. Egypt's banking system is regarded as one of the most stable in North Africa. The Central Bank Egypt responsible on any bank operating in Egypt. The main purpose Central Bank Egypt is to ensure the well-being of an efficient bank system and bank development process. According to CBE, Egyptian banking system consists of 40 banks. Commercial bank is the bank that contribute the bulk of banking institution. The main role of commercial bank is to provide various type of financial transaction to customers and also accept deposit. The National Bank of Egypt is Egypt's oldest and largest commercial bank. The bank is significant to country's economic development because it served as the country's central bank before being taken over by the Egyptian Central Bank. Investment banks. According to the Central Bank of Egypt, several investment banks have been founded in Egypt. The Egyptian National Investment Bank is one of them. The National Investment Board position in Egypt's economic and social development has made it a critical tool in the country's economic and investment sectors. Islamic Bank. Faisal Islamic Bank is an Islamic and commercial bank in Egypt with a broad area of work that includes Sharia compliant in conventional banking service. Loans, security service, finance and investments are among of them. 3 of the 40 banks established in Egypt are fully Islamic banks. In addition, approximately 12 conventional banks collaborate with the Islamic banks.
Okay, next, Takaful. Egypt, just like other countries, also has Takaful initiative in that country. In 2014, the country's economic reform program was held. Among the main objectives of this program is to reduce the poverty gap and negative perception of the poor and vulnerable Egyptian population. In 2015, Solidarity and Dignity program was launched. Takaful and Karama program is enforced by the Ministry of Social Unity, and until 2018, about 10% of Egypt's population, covering 2.26 million households, with a total of approximately 9.4 million residents, is involved in the program. Difference between Takaful or Solidarity and Karama or Dignity is Takaful or Solidarity providing income support to family. The purpose is to reduce poverty, increase support of food supply and others, while Karama or Dignity more focused to protect the poor Egyptian elderly over age of 65, orphan and citizen with illness and disability. There are various packages of social protection service through this program, such as food ration card assistance, program to eradicate illiteracy among women, program that focus on economic development. Okay, next, Sukuk. During the 2019 until 2020, Egypt intends to launch an international sovereign Sukuk or Islamic bond. In an official announcement, Egypt's finance minister stated that Sukuk worth $2.7 trillion will be released globally until the end of June 2020. The issue of foreign Sukuk would benefit a new segment of investors in accordance with Sharia, in offering financing and liquidity to the government capital markets. Recently, green bonds and other funds have been issued to provide the financial and economic impact of this pandemic, which has affected the global economy. As of 30 June 2018, Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank's investment in associate and joint venture total AED 1,003.1 million in placements with associates and joint venture relating to potential capital issue and sukuk.
I will presenting about market wakaf and zakat. Let's go to the market first. A financial market is any market where security are traded, such as equity market, bond market, financial market. The Islamic financial service sector, which include the Islamic financial market, has developed massively with estimate average interest 10 to 15%. The most recently version is available in 75 countries. In accordance with Islamic financial principles such as as the restriction of the usury interest quota and loss of profit sharing, illegal capital spending, and asset support. As a result, no corporation seek or provide interest-bearing loans. For example, the asset of Egypt Faisal Islamic Bank increased by 22.5%, this demonstrating that perhaps the marketplace for the Islamic banking products seem to have a lot of room improvement. The result of COVID-19 epidemic caused a huge scale of poor economic conditions, subsequently reducing the financial performance of the insurance company throughout the regions. According to the IFE, the majority of national insurance products will drop by 10 to 15% year-on-year between mid-February and mid-July. COVID-19 is expected to have impact on the Takaful company, and FRA security agency fee need 25% for the life insurance form and 30% for property insurance using by FRA system. Despite economic difficulty, the Egyptian exchange index increased by roughly 17% in 2017. There are 10 banking institutions in Egypt through the last of September 2020 with return earning around EGB 14.661 billion. QNB Al-Hasyir hold 38%, EGB 5.572 billion of the net profit for the first 3 quarters of the years. Wakaf is charitable trust or endowment established for Islamic objectives such as the construction of schools, mosques, and more importantly to assistance of those in need. Nevertheless, zakat is a type of alms that is regarded religious or fiscal duty in Islam, and is also significant according to the Quran. The payment of zakat was established by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala through His Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for the purpose of assisting and establishing principle consistent among people from around the world. Since the introduction of Islam, Egypt has recognized the Wakaf system. The practice of Wakaf in Egypt quickly expanding, despite the administration that has already taken a long period. In addition to the huge number of mobile immovable assets controlled by various Wakaf organizations in Egypt, it is estimated that 14% of farm production in Egypt is a stratigraphic asset. For your information, there are 2 types of zakat institutions that operate in Egypt, which is Mashakid Al-Azhar and Egypt Islamic Faisal Bank. I will explain about the comparison of these 2 institutions zakat. First of all, Mashakid Al-Azhar, which is affiliated with the Egyptian government, is the most well-known and the eldest zakat institution in the country. J. Mohammed Al-Abab is the chairman of the zakat department, has overseen the company for the 3 years. For the Egypt Islamic Faisal Bank is already operation for the about 2 decades. Its bank has established a rating along the many others bank and is regarded as for Egypt's leading financial institution. The director of the zakat department of this bank is Muhammad Said.
The future prospects of Islamic financial banking system appeared promising. According to a research by the Egyptian Islamic Finance Association in 2021, Egypt Islamic banking has reached a revenue of 429 billion Egyptian pound, an increase of 17.4% or 63.6 billion Egyptian pound compared to 2020, and it is only accounted for 5% of overall revenue of Egyptian financial sector. This shows that the Islamic finance in Egypt will be expanding more in the future because there are still room of improvement for them, considering that many Muslims will realize that they are obligated to utilize Islamic financial system as their method of financing. What can we summarize from this research is that the Islamic financial industry globally has grown at the rate of 10 to 12% annually over the last decades. Different from the 70s, the Islamic financial system has evolved to offer a comprehensive financial system, offering a wide range of Islamic financial products. In the recent years, Islamic finance has grown 30% globally. If we take a look at Egypt itself, their Islamic financial market has grown vigorously because the Islamic financial system is well organized and financing is limited to economic industries and commerce. However, their supervisory and regulatory structures must be improved to further improve their Islamic banks' financial stability. In the long run, Islamic finance will grow significantly as it is expected that more customers will seek for Islamic financial instruments as become more mature and integrated into conventional financial systems, giving a greater choice of services. That's all from us. Thank you.